Now we will see the last topic from the chapter instrument, which is digital multimeter. All of you must have seen the yellow color digital multimeter in electronics and physics laboratory. Okay, the digital multimeter shows digital representation of resistance, voltage and current. Voltage will be either AC or DC, and it will show the value of resistance, and it also shows the current in digital form. Okay, so this is use of digital multimeter. Now let's see the advantages of digital multimeter over analog multimeter. Analog multimeter means multimeter which shows deflection on the screen in the form of voltage or current. Okay, so the advantages of digital multimeter over analog multimeter are: first is digital multimeter has very high input impedance, due to which loading effect is minimized. Okay, due to loading effect, what happens? It shows the wrong value. But in case of digital multimeter, loading effect is minimized, so we can have the accurate value. Second advantage is it has wide range of measurement, means the measurement range is very wide. It is more accurate than analog multimeter. Then it is highly sensitive. What is meaning of sensitivity? It shows change in output for smallest change in input. If input changes by a small value, then also its output also changes. If the meter is not sensitive, then if input changes, the output remains constant. It does not changes with small change in input. But in case of digital multimeter, they are highly sensitive. Next is it displays the measurement in discrete numerical form, due to which it is very convenient to take reading. Directly we can see the result in numerical form, so we can easily note down the result. Then it eliminates parallax error. Parallax error means if we keep analog multimeter in front of us, then we can see the deflection easily. But if we take the reading on analog multimeter from slight angle, then it gives some error. Okay, in analog multimeter we count the number of divisions. Okay, so there can be error of 1 to 2 division if we take reading from some angle instead of front side. This is called parallax error. So in digital multimeter there is no chance of parallax error. We can easily note down the numerical value. Next is it eliminates reverse polarity error. It shows polarity. Digital multimeter shows polarity, whether the voltage is positive, negative, so it shows the polarity. Then it has automatic range selection. Range can be automatically selected. Then it has overrange indication. If the voltage is, for example, if the voltage is 200 volt and we are not choosing the proper range, then it shows the overrange indication. Okay, so these are all advantages of digital multimeter over analog multimeter. Now let's see the block diagram. Here this is the block diagram. These are the inputs where we have to choose what we have to measure, whether we want to measure DC voltage, we want to measure AC voltage, we want to measure current, or we want to measure resistance. So these are inputs which we have to choose. So these are nothing but the probes of multimeter. So we are connecting probes. We are actually choosing the range. Here we have to select the range and the which quantity is to be measured, whether DC voltage, AC voltage, current or resistance. For DC voltage measurement, there is DC attenuator. And attenuator circuit means it is nothing but potential divider circuit. So internally range is available there. Okay, here different range, voltage range is 2 volt, 20 volt, 200 volt, 2000 volt. I am just taking examples. Okay, such type of range selection is given by using DC attenuator circuit. Now this DC voltage that is given to, first that is in analog form, we have to convert it into digital form by using analog to digital converter. Then it is given to counter, where counter counts number of clock pulses and they are displayed on the screen. Now for AC voltage measurement, AC voltage is applied, then rectifier converts AC into DC, then that voltage is given to analog to digital converter, then given to counter, then given to display. Then for measurement of current, the applied current passes through the current to voltage converter. Okay, so we want to measure the current, so current is applied, I is applied to current to voltage converter. This converter here, op-amp circuit is used to convert applied current into proportionate DC potential. Current is converted to DC voltage. Okay, so current to voltage converter means op-amp converts current into DC voltage. Then that DC voltage is given to ADC, counter and display. Then for resistance measurement, what we have to do? Known value of current, constant current source is used which supplies the current. So here known value of current passes through the resistance by using constant current source, and due to this current, DC potential is developed across the resistance. Here resistance to voltage converter is used which converts the current into known value of voltage, and the DC potential is then applied to ADC, counter and display. So in this way we get the display in the form of numerical value. In one exam there was a question on digital multimeter, like how AC and DC voltage can be measured, or how AC and DC voltage measurement is done in DMM. DMM means digital multimeter. So for AC voltage measurement, what is procedure? First we have to insert red probe in volt ohm milliammeter jack, black probe in COM jack. Okay, now we have placed the probe or wire. Now turn the switch, the middle switch, that is to be turned to such wave V. This indicates AC voltage. V means voltage and this wave indicate it is AC voltage. And connect the probe to the load. Load means whatever, where we want to calculate the voltage or measure the voltage. Okay, so wherever we want to measure the voltage, in between that terminal we have to connect the probes, red probe and black probe. Okay, this is called as load. Now internally the AC voltage is converted into DC by using rectifier. Then rectified DC voltage is given to ADC, then it is given to counter, then given to display. Now on screen we can, or display, we can see the RMS value of AC voltage applied. This is how we can measure the AC voltage. Now for DC voltage measurement, step number 1 is same. Insert or place red probe in volt ohm milliammeter jack, black probe in COM jack. Next, turn the switch to only V or straight line. Sometimes straight line is straight line is there which indicate DC voltage. So turn the switch to V and connect the probe to the load to be measured. Suppose we want to measure the DC voltage across resistance, then we have to connect the probe across the resistance. Red probe, black probe. Okay, so we can have the voltage. Now the unknown DC voltage is directly applied to ADC counter and display. Here no need of rectifier because the voltage is already in DC form, so no need of rectifier. So directly DC voltage is applied to ADC counter and then display. Now in display, the value of DC voltage with proper polarity is indicated. DC voltage, there is a polarity, whether the voltage is positive voltage or negative voltage. So display shows the voltage with proper polarity. So this is how voltage measurement is done in case of digital multimeter. There is a sure question on digital multimeter in exam. We have seen 3 questions. First was advantages of digital multimeter over analog multimeter. Second question was block diagram of digital multimeter, and the third question is how AC and DC voltages are measurement in digital multimeter. Out of these 3 questions, one question is sure in exam. Now let's see the numerical related to CRO. See, when 20 volt DC is applied to vertical deflecting plates, the spot moves 4 cm away from the center. Okay, this is screen, this is center. Now if 20 volt DC is applied, spot moves 4 cm away from the center. Okay, the spot moves like 4 cm away from the center. If 20 volt AC is applied, what will be displacement of the spot? Now instead of DC, if AC is applied, what will be displacement of the spot? Now what is the nature of AC? AC is like this. So displacement of the spot will be how much? Peak to peak. Okay, the spot will displace, like the spot will move here, 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 here. So this is the total displacement of the spot. Now as the voltage is given, AC voltage is given, it is not mentioned, means it is RMS voltage, and the spot will displace peak to peak. So we have to convert the RMS voltage into peak voltage, and then we have to convert it into peak to peak voltage. Okay, because the spot will move peak to peak. So we have to first calculate the deflection sensitivity, which can be calculated like deflection sensitivity equal to displacement per unit voltage. Displacement of spot means electron beam upon applied voltage. So what is displacement of the spot? It is 4 cm. Upon applied voltage is 20 volt. 4 by 2 cm per volt. Either you calculate the ratio or keep it as it is. No problem. Okay, so if we calculate, it becomes 0.2 cm per volt. Now we can use this deflection sensitivity in here also. Now we have to first calculate V peak. V peak equal to 1.414 into Vrms equal to 1.414 into RMS voltage given is 20 volt. So it becomes 28.28 volt. Now we have to convert peak into peak to peak. Now V peak to peak equal to 2 into 28.28 equal to 56.56 volt. Now we know the peak to peak voltage. Now we know deflection sensitivity. Now can we calculate displacement of the spot? Yes. So from above calculation, deflection sensitivity equal to displacement upon applied voltage. Now deflection sensitivity is 0.2, displacement of the spot is unknown, displacement upon applied voltage is 56.56. So therefore displacement equal to 56.56 into 0.2, which is equal to 11.31 centimeters. So spot will move peak to peak in 11.31 centimeter. So this is how we can solve the numericals related to CRO.